Behavior on Demand, presented by Callie Wakefield, Board Certified Behavior Analyst and Behavior Specialist in Tomball ISD. Welcome back to another episode of Behavior on Demand. This week, we are going to be talking about social narratives. Social narratives are a written descriptive story that helps students increase awareness in social situations. They also teach appropriate behaviors to be used in these social situations. Social narratives can be written in the perspective of the student, such as, I go to school. Social narratives can also be written in the perspective of the student's favorite character. So for example, if your child loves Mickey Mouse, the story can be written in the perspective of Mickey Mouse. There are 4 basic sentence structures within a social narrative that are used: descriptive, perspective, affirmative, and directive. Descriptive sentences are truthful, opinion, and assumption-free. They are the most frequently used types of sentences within a social narrative. A perspective sentence describes internal states, feelings, and beliefs. So again, because this is written within the perspective of the student or the character, the perspective sentences show what the student or character may be feeling. Affirmative sentences suggest a response or a choice of response and gently direct student behavior. And directive sentences stress an important point, rule, or law. Social narratives are written for the student in mind. So for example, I'm going to be showing you a social narrative bank that we use within Tomball ISD. When these are used, we have a note on them for all the teachers to make a copy of them first so that they can edit them as needed for the specific student. Social narratives should be taught through reading them with the student during calm times. If your child or student is engaging in challenging behavior, this would not be a time to pull out a social narrative and read it with them. Instead, you would read the story with the student at another time when they are calm and role play and practice through what the story talks about. Social narratives can be used with students of all ages. Pictures can be used in social narratives to show what the student may see in different situations. I want to talk about pictures really fast. Pictures are not necessary for a social narrative. However, they do aid in comprehension of what the social narrative is talking about. So here's an example of a social narrative, and this one is called Greeting Strangers. I like to talk to people, and sometimes I like to give hugs. It is okay to give hugs to people that I know, like mom, dad, and grandma. When I meet a stranger, I can say hi, or I can wave. Waving and saying hi to people I don't know is a good choice. Next time I see a stranger, I will try to wave or say hi instead of giving them a hug. Now that you've learned a little bit more about social narratives, I hope that you feel comfortable with implementing them with your own child. Please feel free to reach out to your student's teacher if you want a specific social narrative for your child. We will see you next week on Behavior on Demand.